Hello and welcome to Zeta's Chivalry 2 Survivor Run. Today's map is Aberfell and I'm playing as an ambusher, but the weapon of choice is not important at the moment because my idea is to pick up a pan and a chicken and do the run with them. So immediately there is a melee with several enemies. Unfortunately I cannot get to the pan immediately because it was blocked by the enemy. There is only one place you can get the pan on this particular stage of the map, and that's just above the fireplace. So I picked it up. By the way, it also removed the primary weapon, so now my primary weapon is the pan. Now chickens are much easier, but I need to cross the river and go to the other side of this objective. Pan is not the best weapon, but it's a troll weapon. Why I'm using ambusher, so instead of enemies being knocked down, I would immediately score a kill on them. So also receive more points and also don't need the hassle of being attacked by the enemy who is being knocked and still can hit me in my kneecaps. So the pan is already red, well seasoned apparently, but I cannot really participate in a lot of fights. It's not too good about it. It's not a weapon, it's a troll tool, so usually anyone has advantage over me, but when you find a good timing you can always score a kill with it too. It's not the worst tool. I think a bone club is much worse than a pan. Also still not chicken yet, but I'll get there. This weapon deals 55 damage with heavy overhead, which is quite substantial. It has no amplification of damage, even though I would argue it's a blunt weapon. Thankfully a friendly is helping me. Enemy should be running out of stamina, but not yet. Yeah, okay, now he did. So yeah, pretty tough melee. Quickly replenishing my health with some fish, which is right there drying up on the nets. I mean, there's plenty of edible items here. So please indulge yourself if you're running low and you do not want to go to armor crate. Oh, I mean, it did a nice counter to my hit. It definitely plays as third person. But now my thrown dagger dismembered his arm, which is good. I mean, he's not a fighter with the one arm. And I'm running back. Again, I see enemy wave coming. So I just go to the other side. Again, a person with a battle axe. It's a good weapon, a really good weapon. Now he whiffed his stab. And he should be running low on armor and stamina too, because basically he's not countering and he dies. Okay, it was helpful that friendly showed up, so enemy was a bit panicking and released his block prematurely. That helped. But usually in a duel you'll find a disadvantage with any troll weapon against a competent opponent especially. So yeah, use it for fun, but again, don't be overconfident, because very often you'll lose in ranging. So yeah, some people are writing some terrible things in chat, like usually in Chivalry. I mean, there's nothing, I'm not a moderator, but I think that's just incredibly terrible, and in forms of whatever race. So I don't really buy into that stuff, the hateful speech. Instead I focus on the game. I try to get a guy with a great sword, some pancakes. Right, and now this is where I will get the chicken. So the pan is dispensable up until the third stage. You can pick it up on the third stage too. Enemy was out of position because he was already overstayed his welcome in this objective. He should have returned to the next one, but he didn't, so any hit would insta-kill him. And now I have a chicken. I need to light it up on fire. You can do that by walking into fire with full HP. So you'll take some damage, but the chicken will be on fire, so that's the important part. Why it is important? Because your jabs will not only do jab damage, but also light people on fire. And just looks cool too. So this is my next objective, find an isolated place where I can light the chicken up, so enemy or my friendlies have to throw an fire pot. Sometimes you can light it up from items like the brazier, the fireplace. But you see it's not working, this particular torch did not work. So I need to find another place. Nice overhead to the archer. I mean, it was not easy to aim correctly because there was some palisade blocking too. A pan against works and pan wins again. But this was, I mean, enemy was cornered and I know there was friendly coming from the right side too. So I tried to hit behind the block, but just missed it this time. I mean, dragging is not very easy with this weapon. And now I walked into fire just to light my chicken on fire. And now it works spectacularly. I mean, I'm safe. I am near the ammo cart, so I can replenish my bandages. And I can return back to the fight. Somebody's laughing at my chicken. But that's alright. Chicken is still raw. But does now deliver more damage. Let's see. So person is on fire. I immediately get 20 points for free for lighting enemy on fire, and then I get a kill from actually burning the enemy down, not the pan. But pan hit also helped. Now enemy tried to attack me. Enemy a skirmisher. I mean he's with shield, so that helps me to avoid all the stamina losses. And now I'm being blown to smithereens by the objective, so I don't receive a death. So I'm still on 0 deaths, because it is not counted. So there are chickens and pan on the 3rd stage of this map, so the stage that we're currently at. But I'd rather be safe and pick up the chicken here, just in case enemy decides to use their weapons on poor chickens on the 3rd objective. And I now picked up the chicken. Now only the pan is left. So my body, I remember where it flew, but I probably won't be able to find the pan, because once it disappeared. And I saw the chicken that was in my hand strolling back to its chicken pen. I mean, usually they do that, and you can't pick them up if they are too far. That's right, I've got a new chicken. I hope that this one does not escape. Now I also need to find fire and find a pan. This is a bit tricky because enemy is still in the objective. So I need to time this correctly. And I'm passing through the enemies. I mean, it's not easy. And I grab the pan. This was saving the private pan. And also got a kill. Enemy was using special attack with his spear, two-handed spear. And he basically stood there without doing any damage. So yeah, if you're using the two-handed spear, be mindful. If you're not charging, I mean if you're not running, if you don't see those two arrows pointing upwards, that means you're not running, and your Q will basically embed you in the ground, root you in the ground, and you'll have to press right mouse button or something else to escape. So it takes a lot of time, and you're not mobile at that time. Now going behind the backs of the enemies and just lighting them on fire, also killing them with my pan. So pretty... you see how powerful the chicken punch was. Yeah, enemy just sent enemy right flying. So yeah, it's again troll weapon. It does not that much damage, I think maybe 10 or 20, something like that. But the fire makes up for it. I mean, fire does much more damage than that. I think around at least 50 damage. So it also helps, and enemy, whilst he's on fire, he also has some obscured vision. So that also helps. We're doing fine on the objective. We are capturing it. And I see Archer in trouble. Let's see if I can help. One on fire. Second jab. So jab did 10 damage. Correction. But also with fire it does something like 60, so that's at least 1/3 of the footman's health. which is helpful. Now enemies on fire is always fun to watch. Unfortunately, I don't receive assist if I only hit enemy and he was not burning for a prolonged amount of time. So I'm not sure if there's mechanic it requires maybe 20 damage at least to be delivered. Same thing with kicks, so kicks do 5 damage, and if that's not enough to get assist. And enemy completely whipped his defense. Again, when you see opponent with a pan and a chicken, you should be afraid. And he was. He panicked and he lost. Now let's proceed to the next objective. This is, again, Aberfell is one of the easiest maps for ambushes especially. Because there's not much buildings, there's a lot of open space. And I'm being hit by friendly too. Was hit by the enemy when he was in active barrier, and now received a hit from the enemy too. Sorry, first from the enemy, then from friendly. So yeah, glass is squishy, not as squishy as a peasant, but still quite squishy, and you know, receiving hits from enemies also is bad, but all friendlies also could deliver a lot of damage. Dueling with my fan. The pan dueler. Enemy should be losing his stamina, but I don't feel secure because this enemy is quite good. I mean, I could have probably killed him if I used normal weapon, but I don't. And now he takes a chicken punch in the face and just lies down. Same with another guy. I mean, it's just really OP to light chicken on fire. Actually, you light anything on fire. If you're using, for example, a fish you can throw at enemies, also light it up on fire by walking into the fire again. And then you have a super weapon. Yeah, so again, troll run so far is good. I know it's probably a bit annoying to hear the chicken always clucking. What can I do? This is the chicken. It was not trained to endure such stressful situations. Enemy that used jab, very nice. But still he succumbed. And now an overhead of a friendly removed around 17% of my health, which is unfortunate. Again, I have to walk it off. So if you receive team damage, how we can tell if that's team damage? Basically, your it will grow back. The health will be replenished automatically. You don't need to heal. I mean, it's just an indication that it was friendly who could damage you, not me. Additional kill with a flaming chicken. They're pretty fun. I mean, without the flames, the chicken, I mean, it's the same as punch. Doesn't do much. But with flames, it just incredible damage amplification. So yeah, use chickens more often if you can. I mean, I am able sometimes to survive until the last stage where you cannot pick up the chicken. But there's quite a few maps where the chicken is present. I mean, practically everywhere. So you take Coxwell, you take Aberfell, then you take Radhelm. And I mean, there's plenty of chickens there, so you can try on your own if you like it. There. Again, troll, weapon, so I'm not immediately rushing into duels with enemy. Nice drag. Enemy was not able to block because I dragged behind him, and then connected with his level. Great, another enemy burned by the flaming chicken fist. Another enemy fisted. Now there's an ambusher. He has advantage with his weapon, and he also has thrown weapons. And one more thing, if I'm playing with a flaming chicken and I know I won't be able to pick it up if it is removed from my hands, so I cannot jump down from a bit, you know, higher locations, because that will remove the chicken as well. And good defense by the enemy. He dodged back and survived for a few seconds. Now I'm waiting for opening, firing some people up using my flaming fist. Yeah, flaming fist, enemy dead. Another enemy hit me quite substantially. Ambusher is a squishy class, so need to walk it off a bit. Again, some damage, probably from a throwing weapon. opportunity yet, but it doesn't matter. I see enemy attacking here from the first stone. So I retreat back a bit and find a better position from which I can engage. I see I'm actually in trouble. I tried to help, but he was... I think he received an arrow. Again, enemy wants to swing, but received a flaming chicken jab. And retreats. I mean, this is good for me too, because I basically received one hit by the same issue. Now, battle axe is a bit hard to defend, especially you can drag it so well. This person definitely knows how to drag. So I just held my block. Because again, if you're playing with troll weapons, you cannot do too much counters and so on. You shouldn't be in duels at all. You should be going behind the enemies and just finishing them off if possible, or initiating a duel in advantage. So you go behind, you jab him, then he's burning, then you can do a quick swing, and then he's too low to actually be proficient in duel. Yeah, Dragon's back was also killed. Again, not rushing forward. Ambusher is not the class to be in the front. Flaming fist. Here I come. One hit. Now there's enemy here. Unfortunately, I could not finish the first enemy I lit up, because I had to retreat due to another enemy appearing. This is normal. I mean, don't be greedy. It's best to live another day. I'm sure that if that was a counter or just some bug, but a special attack, if you observe correctly, it deals 60 damage. There's no damage amplification, and the heavy overhead does 55 damage. That's okay weapon. Again, not the best loadout for ambusher, definitely, but for trolling runs and to, it's okay combination. I mean, I would probably take something else instead of fan, but that's alright. This is all within the same theme of cooking. I'm now mingling amongst friendly archers, because I saw there's enemy there too. Wanted to help, but no help is needed, because my team is pushing and killing enemies quite easily. So yeah. One ambusher tries to escape. Again, this is tricky place. I don't want to fall down and lose my chicken, because if I would just stop my survival run here, because that's not the challenge I was looking for. Poor person. He really tried a lot to dodge and jump and duck and so on, and it did not help. I mean, if you're... it doesn't matter your footwork. If you're against 3, even they don't need to be particularly skilled people, but even if you're against 3, you won't be able to survive for too long, usually. So yeah, since my offhand is also preoccupied, I can only revive friendlies by throwing them my bandage, not bandage, but health kit or whatever it's called, and then they can be revived. But not by manually doing that. I cannot do that manually. So I tried to jab, but my ranging was not good enough, so instead I used overhead from my pan. And I also blocked enemy throwing dagger with my pan. So just the same as people block bullets in PUBG. So yeah, on to the next objective. You know this objective, there are plenty of chieftains that are like demi-heroes. Nothing too spectacular, except if I hit them, they will not flinch, and so it won't cancel their attack. So I need to be extra careful and not to get into that hero situation. Again, I did so well, it would be quite stupid to just die, make a mistake in the last stage. So instead I tried to play safely. But safely does not mean that I'm running behind all the time. It just means that I'm playing smart and try to engage enemies where I can and we have advantage, and try to run away from battles I cannot win. So yeah, just like that. And easy kills. I know sometimes I'm stealing the kills, but in my defense, You know, many of my kills were stolen too. Not in this run, but in other runs too. I don't mind. That's how the game works. I mean, if people, friends want to help, that's alright. Doesn't matter if that's kill steal or stuff. At least I don't mind. Additional points for Splatcraft. Enemy's trying to escape, but couldn't. I mean, he was trying to heal in open field, and that's a big no. I see a lot of enemies on the right side. I try to rotate there. Really would like to throw something off at the enemy that was healing, but couldn't, because I could only throw my chicken. So it still killed that person, but I would lose it. So I can't do it. Can't throw anything. But friendlies can throw javelins at me. Easy, you see? It's straight pierced through my heart, and I am still walking. So when they say friendly fire is not friendly, that's a mistake. Friendly fire is friendly, because it delivers less damage. At least in this game. Again, I'm completely out of position, though he blocks well. I mean, we're circling behind him, and he has no chance. He was not a complete noob. He was okay, but his positioning was way off. Again, healing people here and there, also assisting in fights that I can tip the balance, or just plainly steal kills. One enemy with battle axe. This is a good one. Need to find a better position and engage him from there. And he ran away. So sometimes you will notice that some people are more skilled than the others, and you can ignore them, or you can wait for friendlies to come and then kill them. Again, I could throw my chicken, but I didn't, because I didn't want to lose it. Let's continue. There are 40 seconds left of this map. We're doing not fine at the moment, because there's too many chieftains alive, but I cannot engage there. I mean, just would be a suicide. So I leave this job for my fellow Agathians, even though they're not doing a great job. Not doing as great as they did in other stages. That's alright. Kudos to enemy team 2. It seems like the chieftains know how to play. So there's 15 seconds left, so we're definitely losing this. And now 2 chieftains are down, but I think there's still 4 more need to be killed. So that's alright. I mean, I still killed 37 people and enjoyed the game immensely. And I hope you did too. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.